Hi guys, I'm DJ Blighty, welcome to my channel, and today's video, where to upload your DJ mixes in 2020. Let's get into it.
Who the hell are you?
DJ Blighty.
So this is something I've been asked quite a lot over the last couple of years, especially here on my YouTube channel. If you are a subscriber, you might have noticed that I've uploaded several mashup mixes to my YouTube channel, and that's where a lot of these questions have come from. Namely, how do I actually get away with uploading DJ mixes to YouTube? I'll keep it as simple as possible, but it's not as easy as you would think. There's no workaround, as in I'm not using any special tricks or hacks to actually get away with doing it. But what you will notice is I'm doing mashup mixes. By this, it means it's not original tracks, so it's not like the radio edit of the #1 single at the moment. What I'm actually doing is using acapellas of these tracks over beats of different tracks, which firstly, it keeps the detection system a little bit away from the tracks and a little bit confused, but also it means that I'm able to get away with sometimes 20, 30 minutes, but there's always that risk of copyright getting flagged up. Now, let me explain this to you in a little bit of detail. The detection system on YouTube means that it will pick up a song within a split second because it's all automated. It's a robot that literally just says, right, that is whatever the name of the song is, whatever the artist is, and it knows if it's got permission to either let it play for free, let it play with an advert, and the revenue then goes to the artist or label, or to block it off completely. Now, to give you examples of this, Drake is a prime example of an artist that does not want his music being played outside of any of his channels. So if you were to put an original Drake song in a DJ mix, upload it to YouTube, I can promise you now that that would get flagged up straight away and you'd have a block notification. A block notification is never a good thing because it means your channel is at risk. If you have 3 of these block notifications, your channel will be deleted without further notice and you will lose all of your subscribers with no way of ever finding them again. So let me explain how I actually get away with uploading DJ mixes to YouTube. YouTube is not my primary place where I upload DJ mixes. That's Mixcloud, which I'll go into later on in the video. But I do on occasion upload my R&B mashups, which are edited down from their original form. Most of my mixes are between 40 and 60 minutes. On YouTube, they're between 10 and 30 minutes. And the reason is I like to keep them short to try and keep the copyright away from me. But it also entices people to actually go to my main channel on Mixcloud, where I upload mixes regularly, at least once a week. Now, on YouTube, what happens is it gets flagged up by this copyright detection system and it decides what to do. So all the ones I've actually got away with, there have been some deleted, but all the ones I have on the channel currently, the ad revenue is going direct to either the label or the artist or publisher, distributor, whoever may be in charge of the royalty, of that track. They actually get the ad revenue, which is why you'll see adverts plastered all across the mix, which for me personally, it takes away from the actual reason of not only me making the mix, but you listening to the mix. So most of my listeners I know listen either when they're working out at a gym or running, whatever they may be doing, and at house parties. So the last thing you really want to happen is to have adverts every 5 minutes, which really takes away from the vibe of the mix. So I wouldn't advise you to upload to YouTube, but just bear in mind that it is an option if you're not playing original tracks, if you're not playing full length tracks by big artists. By big artists, I mean mainstream artists who are topping the charts. You'll get flagged straight away. And trying to just stick to kind of remixes and obscure versions that won't be so easy for the algorithms to detect. Firstly, Mixcloud is the only legal platform in 2020 that allows you to upload DJ mixes completely above board. By that I mean that the copyright goes out to all the artists and labels that it needs to, and it's all safe, legal and above board. You'll never get a DJ mix taken down. I'm not affiliated with Mixcloud. I'm not sponsored by them, but I have had quite a high success rate over the past 5 years on the platform. After my Soundcloud account got deleted for the exact same reason that I just mentioned with YouTube for copyright, I lost 5 years worth of hard work and about 10,000 fans, followers, listeners, whatever you want to call them. 10% of which I was able to take over to Mixcloud with me because I had them on my social media channels, fortunately, but the other 90% probably never found me ever again, which is a great shame. The reason that was a problem was because the copyright systems kicked in out of nowhere. I had no prior warning that this was going to happen, and they deleted my account not only without warning, but literally immediately. It just disappeared overnight, and I could never access it ever again. That's the same risk that you run with YouTube, the same thing with SoundCloud. Now, even 5 years later, it's still in place, which is why I will always advise people to go to Mixcloud, not only for those reasons, but the fact that Mixcloud is a community where it is actually built and designed specifically for DJ mixes. So the only content you can upload to Mixcloud is a DJ mix, a radio show, or a podcast. There's no way you can upload individual tracks like you can on SoundCloud and YouTube. It is literally a long form audio platform, but all the royalties get spent out in the right places, which means that they're completely safe and your mix will never be taken down. So that's one reason. The other reason is that Mixcloud is specifically for music listeners. So everyone who uses Mixcloud, I don't mean the creators, I mean the listeners. They're there because they love music and they love either DJ mixes, radio shows or podcasts. So you're already looking at a community where they are just about music. They love listening to DJs and music. So that's a bonus for you to actually use to grow. In the past 5 years, I've managed to build over 120,000 followers on that platform just by uploading regular content. I've uploaded weekly for the past 5 years and it's just been consistent growth. It's due to the fact that people enjoy one mix and then they follow and then it just snowballs and builds from there. But they are able to see the tags on the tracks. So like if I make a hip hop mix, I tag hip hop, and they're able to search for hip hop, find my mix, listen to my mix if they like it, follow, look at future mixes. If they don't, they disappear. But it's a great system because they have a weekly trending chart for both overall and for the genres. So if you're in those genre charts, people are able to discover you. So it's a great discovery tool for people who are engaged with DJ mixes and love music. Whereas YouTube is a bigger platform. In comparison, I think YouTube has 2 billion active users. Mixcloud has approximately 17 million, which sounds small in comparison, but you've got to remember that Mixcloud is specifically for music lovers and listeners. YouTube is for absolutely everything. So if you niched it down, not only to say, for example, hip-hop, but hip-hop DJ mixes, then your audience on YouTube becomes a lot smaller and smaller. But then, of course, you've got the risks that I mentioned earlier on in the video. So yeah, I would advise Mixcloud 100%. I'll put a link in the description so you can go and check that out if you haven't before. I'll put a link to my profile as well if you want to check out what I've done over the past 5 years. Check out some of my DJ mixes on there. But I would definitely advise you, even as an up-and-coming or new DJ or a experienced DJ, Mixcloud is 110% the only safe and legal place that I would advise you to upload DJ mixes in 2020. If you've got any questions on today's video or any requests for future videos, I will be doing a lot more advice and tutorial videos here on the channel in the coming months, so please feel free to hit me in the comments and ask any questions. I'll do my best to answer you as soon as possible. If you've not already done so, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you're aware of any future uploads. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one real soon.
Who the hell are you?
DJ Blighty.